Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So, let's see, how can I explain this? So basically I kind of goofed, or my settings with the camera and the microphone goofed. Let's just say I goofed. Basically, the microphone was not picking up, so I guess I needed to quadruple check my sounds before recording, because apparently triple checking was not enough. Hopefully I'm smart enough to overlay the previous footage without the horrible sound. We'll definitely figure something out. I was gonna actually... But the mic basically was not picking up anything I was saying. I was recording via either my webcam or the laptop in front of me. AKA it sounds like I was recording like in a cardboard box. I'm going to be drawing Xinyan and Barbara as kind of like J-pop idol kind of things. I did like a whole mock-up of their outfits. Not a whole mock-up, I did like some scribbling of their outfits and stuff in terms of like posing, because I kind of wanted to look like they're on stage, but it's kind of like the cameraman kind of zooms in, they're just kind of in this position or whatever with the lights and stuff. Yeah. So hopefully I overlaid some of the footage of the sketching session of Xinyan for the most part. I did do a little bit of stuff, like liquefying some stuff just because she looks a little derped out. Not sure why. Maybe it's because the eyes are not properly positioned to look this way. But yeah. Last thing I need to talk about is that I bought something really stupid, and don't judge, but what's it called? A kind of like a case for your pencil. Now, the problem I have with this case, as you can see, it's like a good size here or thickness here, but it gradually gets like thicker, right? And I thought it would be the same thickness throughout, so I thought I wasn't gonna mind it, but it's extremely heavy on this side. Not extremely heavy, but it's heavy on this side, which I'm not used to, especially when the Apple Pencil is quite lightweight. But I bought it because it has this. It kind of looks like a sprout, but basically your pencil is supposed to look like a daikon. There is one with like an orange body, which makes it look like a carrot. But I don't really like the color orange all that much, especially if it's like that deep orange. So I decided to get the white one, and it comes with like a tip protector, kind of like this. The only down part is that it does not fit in my little pencil slot down here, but because I'm not going anywhere because of obviously the pandemic and stuff, I'm not bringing my iPad anywhere, so I have not any reason for me to stick this into my iPad case. Okay, so hopefully we can continue with this session. So basically, the problem that I had, the mic or my camera settings or whatever program that I was using to, every time I end a session, it would revert back to using a different setting or finding a different source to record audio from. Oh my, hopefully I can charge this like a little bit later. I charged this for a little bit, like maybe, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, so hopefully it has some juice to live. I swear if the audio is not recording, I'm gonna flip. Maybe I should just talk less so I can salvage a lot of this footage if it does goof. I feel like I'm struggling to draw girls recently. Just gonna slim down her face a little bit. Pull up the reference for Barbara, because I'm not changing their hairstyles for this, just for simplicity's sake. I found it funny that I was basically like whining the entire time that I was doing the hand here, so at least you guys don't get to hear that. Her hand is 100% too big. I'm just gonna erase this so we can have the shape of the hand at least. And then shrink it. Barbara's outfit's gonna look like super unchanged, only because her outfit's already very like idol-ish. This is gonna be a hassle to color because of how unplanned this looks. Is that creepy? I'm gonna darken up the lines because for some reason I made Xinyan's lines a lot darker, like as if I was drawing a little bit harder. Maybe it's because I was cleaning up a lot of the areas and I was a little bit more confident with how I wanted Xinyan to look. And I was trying to mention in the previous footage with the muffled mic was that design is not my strong suit by any means, so I apologize if none of this actually makes any sense or even looks remotely okay. I think making these dark might be an option though. We'll see. Because I could make them navy, but I feel like it would be too hidden into her hair. Because Barbara's hair is a lot curlier than I'm drawing it. Let's make this a little bit more sharp so you can fit a little bit tighter curls. Okay, so I found a reference of Hitomi and Umbi, so I'm gonna use the similar colors. I'm gonna change this to multiply really quick. Wrong layer. So I'll make it a little bit darker. Okay, background color. So they have a lot of like really pretty pinks and purples. So I'm gonna use a lighter pink for the base. And then let's just add a bunch of different colors first and we can add a little bit more like objects and stuff into the background. So let's start with more of a kind of like this. I don't know how to explain colors, man. Anyone who's asking like for tutorials and stuff about coloring, like I legit don't know what I'm doing. Add a little bit of blue. I'm gonna add a little bit of lighter color in some areas. So let's blur this a lot. Actually, I need to add a little bit of darker colors to the back. Like this. And then I'm gonna add a new layer. And we're gonna do some like lights and other designs. I'm gonna change this to addition so it looks kind of like they're glowing. Pick a fairly light color. So I'm basically just kind of copying the background I'm seeing, or like elements from the background that I have the reference of. I'll put the reference up on the screen so you guys can see it. I've been like switching what music I've been listening to. So I'm back into my 17 binging phase again. So I've been listening mostly to whatever will keep me awake. So right now it's like 17's Let Me Hear You Say, just because I love listening to the chorus. It's like really fun. Let's blur these. Add one more layer. These would be a little bit less blurred, but I do want to add a little bit other shapes to here. Add it to add. See if this shows up to be a little bit more. There we go. That's more of a pink. Add a Gaussian blur. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that for now. As you can see, it's kind of cute pinks and blues. I'm just roughly using the stuff from what I can see from the IS1 thing, just for kind of like the sparkles and stuff. I'll be adding a lot more effects probably afterwards, and I probably have to add a little bit more of like a rim lighting and stuff. But I can probably do that. Like I can probably do that while I'm just coloring normally. So I'm just gonna merge that down. Make a new layer. Doesn't that look really pretty? I don't know how well you guys can see it, but it looks kind of pretty. So I'm gonna pull up the references so I can get an accurate color for Xinyan and Barbara. It's like I'm not too sure if I should make her more cool toned or warm toned. We'll see what this color first. I have to brighten it up a little bit because I don't want the shadows to be too intense. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit more of a purpley color for the shadows. Well, that looks really intense for you guys. So I do want the light to be on this side, so I'm gonna make this a little bit lighter. On this side, just because the collar, the underside of the arm. This looks already looking pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit more color to her skin by adding a little bit more red. Get that kind of like a flushed. I'll make a little bit more pink. So I did remember seeing someone comment that they wanted me to draw Genshin as idols. And I wanted to do Venti and Xingqiu. I think it's Xingqiu that I wanted to do as well. Just because like I said, I was listening to the birthday quotes from each character just because it just happened to pop up on my recommendations, so why not? And Xingqiu singing happy birthday is like the cutest thing. Here, I'm gonna add her makeup too. I'm gonna make it a little bit more of a cooler red rather than the warm red that she has. Just to match their color scheme, because their color schemes is more towards like a really light blue, white, navy blue, and red, I believe is what I wanted to be, just because I feel like it might be able to work well with both of them together. Here, a little bit down near her eye line. That. Very cute. Okay, so after... I feel like I still need to add a little bit more red to her skin in some areas, like here. So I can add it a little bit to her fingers. I'm gonna have to cut out so much stuff. I won't stop talking. I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, I caught it this time. So yeah, I think I lost about 10 minutes of footage of me talking about this. So I don't know if I'll voice over it or I'll just talk about it now, but yeah, I'm not fond of the color scheme that I chose, but hopefully adding in Barbara and actually doing the rendering stuff will make this a little bit make more sense, I guess. I just don't know if the color scheme fits Xinyan as well. But maybe if I see what Barbara looks like. But okay, whatever. But I figured out the issue. if I plug in my headphones after recording, because I had to go do something, so I decided to take my headphones out, and I plugged it back in, and I guess that took priority, and then now it doesn't recognize my microphone, so I had to unplug it, plug back in my microphone, and now it should be working. I hope you're working. So I'm listening to music on my phone. That's the only alternative I can do right now. Because there's literally no sound this time, because I muted my webcam, just in case. We'll see how lazy I am. If I'm not lazy, then yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna add a quite, like, let's see. I'm gonna add a fairly bright highlight to her hair. Let's start with this color. Do a good chunk of it. Still kind of want that rim lighting. I'm kind of pissed. I'm pissed that I should have noticed earlier. Like, because I had a hunch that that was the reason why, but then when I came back I didn't check. Dang. Okay, so let's color in Barbara. So, like a peachy, yellowy color. Probably turn down the contrast and stuff after I color her in. The base is a little too bright right now. Hopefully when I add in the other colors it'll kind of balance itself out. And I kind of got rid of her little side part of her bangs. So I'm gonna have to put that back in. Can I... oh jeez. Can I just hope that the audio is working? I keep getting interrupted either by phone calls or... why is the lighting changing every 2 seconds? I keep getting distracted. There's like phone calls, emails. Like I said, we're gonna have to move the highlight, so I don't even know if I want to put the highlight in. Because I'm gonna have to move it to be on the right side. Just like I have to move Xinyan's over. I'm gonna really have to go darken up a lot of these areas. Okay, I feel like I have to put the highlight in. It's bothering me. I will just have to shift it like immediately when I start rendering the eye. So you can add in her highlights. Why is Barbara is the one that looks weird now? The other color is technically for the buttons, which isn't really noticeable. I'm just not sure if I want to have her... maybe I should make her bow peek through. Comes to no surprise I'm struggling to draw Barbara. So I tried to draw on her a little bit, like digitally before, but I always scrapped it. It's probably really hard for you guys to see, because it looks like Barbara gets too saturated because of how sunny it is. And the difference between the I guess the contrast between Xinyan and Barbara's color schemes are a little bit too different, so I don't know how dark this is appearing on camera. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix up Barbara's eyes a little bit more. Hopefully you guys listened to the highlight medley for 17's Japanese single album. I was so shocked when Wonu started the song for Hitori Janai. I love his voice. Usually like adding the skin color to the hair. Just makes things look a little bit brighter and softer near the face. I think it already looks cuter like that. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to get rid of this part. Because like... I actually think you can't see her hair do that. Because I think it would appear lower. Okay, so let's merge this down. And then we are going to add a multiply layer. Now I usually do this if I don't have a reference, because it makes it a lot easier for me to figure out how to do the lighting a lot easier. Actually, don't like that. Purple is usually a safe color you can use. It's fairly neutral. I'm gonna make sure that this is clipped. I'm gonna lock this layer a little bit after, and then we can change the color just a little bit so it matches a little bit nicer. But this will help add a bit of a darker shadow to everything. But obviously I don't want it everywhere. I want it in quite a few places. So the blue actually works better. I'm gonna add a little bit of rim lighting. So you go to addition. I'm gonna add more of a blue color. I need to layer clip this. I'm probably gonna have to add a light source at the end. Or not light source, like stronger glowing light afterwards. Probably behind them after I finish rendering. But this is a good way to establish the light. Make it a little bit more pink in some areas because there is pink and blue light, so let's see if I can fix it. Merge down, merge down. So now this is what we have. This is the background, which I accidentally ruined with that. And this is what they look like. So I'm probably gonna render Barbara first, and then Xinyan after. Or do I want to do Xinyan first? I think maybe until I fix Barbara to a certain point. Hopefully fixing up her eyes like this will make her look a little less creepy. Adding a little bit of pink up here. She looks a little weird. It's gonna lighten up the inside of her eyes a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna work on Xinyan first. I like to work for some reason a little bit backwards. I know you should work on Barbara first because Xinyan covers parts of Barbara, so it's easier to layer that way. But because there's so many stray lines here, I need to figure out where Xinyan's stuff even overlaps. So I'm gonna start with Xinyan. Or is it Xinyan? I really how Xinyan even looks like right now. So hopefully when I render her, she doesn't get weird. Cleaning up a little bit of her hair. Like I said, because I cleaned up most of the lines in her face, there's less to touch up there. I can probably touch up a little bit of this area. That's about it. Usually when doing rim lighting like this, I do like to add like other strands because it kind of makes sense to be able to see those little strands, especially like with harsh lighting like that. And there's different lightings that you can do, but I feel like rim lighting is one of my favorite ones to do, just because like look how dramatic it looks. I don't know which piece it was, but I did a good hand. And I was happy about it, and now I'm struggling. And just because there's supposed to be a gap between her two fingers here, I'm gonna make some light peek through. just a reminder that the way how I blend stuff is basically relying on opacity. I'm basically like meshing together the two colors. And if there's too big of a difference, then I will have to pick up the new color kind of like in between and kind of mix them together. Keep forgetting. I feel like I have to draw up someone a birthday gift. I think their birthday's tomorrow, so I might have to finish this and rush to go do that. Like I said, her face didn't have too much to touch up. So far I did make this a little too sharp. Give her back her chin and her jawline, because I like the contrast. And then I leave the other side kind of more the lighter color, usually a color that's not present in the eye. Kind of makes the eyes look a little bit more glossy looking, like shiny. Did I make her eye bigger somehow? Add a little bit of that blue color. I'm gonna choose more of the navy. Put into her eye. My other fan art of her, but I didn't. For some reason, why is my consistency just bad? Okay, let's darken up these sides of her eyes. Okay, I don't know where we left off because today was a bad day for recording. I took like, I don't know, 4-hour break. Okay. Just gonna log out of Discord so we have no distractions. Yeah, I don't know where we left off. So just a lot of things are... Hi. I'm not sure if any of that was usable. I didn't realize my mic was all the way up, like, towards the ceiling. But yeah, so I had to take, like, a 4-hour break. Something came up. That is okay. So I'm gonna check Discord one last time, because I am worried. I keep saying okay, I feel like I'm just nervous. I hate participating in, like, large group chats. Or servers. Hence why I don't make... I said I was gonna make a Discord server for you guys and I keep putting it off because I feel uncomfortable using it. But yeah. So that might not happen. I'll try my best to actually get streaming and stuff more up and running so that I can talk to you guys a little bit more frequently, like actually via talking. I hate texting. But luckily the admins for that server that I'm in, very nice. And it's just a bunch of carrots, which is really nice. I'm just helping out with a project. Or participating, I'm not really helping out, I'm participating in illustrating something for something 17 related. I feel like I need redemption. More reason for me to like do another piece for this. Maybe I'll do chibis or something. I'm gonna make this a little bit lighter because I made her hair a little bit too close to the shadow color, just making this look a little bit muddier than I would like. Alternatively, like I could have just made it a more a blue color almost, but I need to separate this a bit more. I feel like I've been worse and worse at texting people back though. Like even to my two closest friends, I messaged them like every 2 to 3 days. Cause I have like weird anxiety about messaging and emailing people. Which is probably very bad. Okay, like I said, I think in her design, I'm actually gonna close off her jacket a little bit more so we can bring it this way. Probably won't be able to see it. So much to clean up. I don't know if I like her hand here. I feel like I should get rid of it and put a different hand pose. Is that a bad idea? We'll just leave it. My brain will not want to rethink of how to incorporate the hand back in later. I know some people, I don't know if it's the same person commenting it, but some people said that I cut too much out in terms of showing you guys the process, but I tend to try to keep, like, how to explain this? I try to keep videos about half an hour long if I can, like around the half an hour mark. But the reason being why I try to keep it like that is just because like it's a personal preference. I know some people, like the majority of you won't watch an hour or 2 hour long process video, and I already know that because like I've done keep me company videos or like longer session videos where I am drawing and it's a little bit less uncut, and it might be because it's traditional art, less people are clicking on it. I know a lot of you guys don't want to sit through like a whole 2 hour session, 3 hour session maybe. This might even be a 4 hour session, but that's kind of why I want to do more like live streaming eventually, so that if I still have the VODs, why can't I talk? If I have the VODs still up, then you guys can still view them at your own pace, which is kind of the idea why I wanted to do streaming, like besides the fact that you guys can talk to me in real time. And I haven't been streaming, like I haven't had time to actually stream because I'm either recording or making products or something that I don't want people to see quite yet. But hopefully I'll incorporate a better schedule into that. We'll see. Maybe I'll do like a secret stream, another test stream. Can do iPad drawing. If I remember, maybe I'll post like a heads up on YouTube. Everyone in Discord's so nice. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Yeah. Just gonna fix the rim lighting a little bit here. Do another draw with me though. See how this one goes and see if I feel motivated to do like a boy version. You guys can let me know who, because I kind of want to do Venti, Xingqiu. I'm kind of down to do anybody, honestly. Adding a little bit blue for underneath that area. Okay, so we're going to use this to help define this actual shape. I actually don't want it to go past here actually. I want it to end at the end of her shoulder, which means we have to block this. So I'm not sold on the hands. So what I'm gonna do is I'll leave this one, or hand, I guess hand, singular. Her ear situation. Can bring the hair strand this way. A little bit more blonde. I said, I'm gonna get rid of this finger. Nails, and then and this is exactly why I prefer digital painting over fully like putting line art and rendering everything, because I can make changes a little bit easier, even though I was very reluctant to doing so. I'll let this kind of move over the side of her hair. Definitely add a lot more other colors into her hair compared to Xinyan's. Yeah, maybe I'll stream tonight. Let's do the commission tomorrow, I think. All tomorrow. I'll stream today. Okay. Not too much to fix, hopefully. It's getting super dark. Okay, so the problem I'm gonna have is probably the majority of this part of the hair. I always have difficulties doing like curly hair. It was like one commission that one girl had really curly hair. I was always torn, like how do I draw tight curls? Well, not super tight curls, but tight enough curls that it reads right. I feel like I drew her curls too loose though. Making this mostly that kind of brownish color. A little bit of that bluish color in here. Like I said, you should vary up your lines. So I'm gonna try my best to make these a little bit thinner. But bring this up a little bit higher. Put an extra strand to break that up. Chunk this together. Really chunk this together. Okay, almost done her hair. Clean this up a little bit more. Yeah, I think we are done. It's a little bit more difficult than I was expecting it to be. But that's because I had poor planning, and I kind of wish I had the derp doodle that I could show you guys what I had planned, but I think we're just gonna add last effects. So I'm gonna go and do addition. I'm gonna pick maybe more of a pink color. I'm gonna use the airbrush tool actually, or soft brush. Lightly clip that first, then we can lightly go over some of these areas. Okay, last finishing touches. Good thing that this thing has like something called luminance, so you can go to luminance and then there's a flare and a bunch of like glimmer or like sparkles. Looks really pretty. So I'm gonna change this to add again. Add a little bit of these to some areas. Change it to light blue color. Oops, too small. And then the last thing I'm gonna do, well, I'm probably gonna actually add a flare first. Because I can probably, so where do we want to add it? Up here maybe? Yeah. Look how like gaudy this looks. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me paint and draw this. Do a quick time lapse for you guys. Kind of speed through this. Had difficulties with that hand. Really speeding through. I should have formatted this a little bit better, like the composition. Like I could have made Barbara actually stand next to her rather than behind her. Or like even in front of her, but just make sure like she's towards the side a little bit more. May have been a better idea. But yeah, so that's the background. Speeding for the coloring. Adjusting the nose, liquefying a little bit, rendering the rest of Xinyan. Is it because of the eyelid that looks weird? I feel like she looks a little derpy compared to my sketch. That's okay. Okay, well, I'll finish some stuff in post maybe. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me finish this. This is really long. How long did I spend on this? 5 hours. It's been 5 hours. But so, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'll talk to you guys next time with another video. Bye!